we're just going to look at the theme of what is coming up for you the 15th through to the 30th of June. What things are likely to unfold for you, what events, what energies are surrounding you at the moment for the rest of the month for Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Well, that's a good way to start. Very good. What else? The theme for Aries, energy surrounding Aries, 15th through the 30th of June. What else? Okay. So we start out with a really good energy, Aries. We've got the Three of Cups here. It's a time of celebration. You're feeling quite fulfilled. You're focused. You're in the mood. You're in the mood, which is beautiful. You're in the mood, it would seem, for love. There's a really lovely connection with your special person at the moment. And you're both together celebrating the good things in life right now, which is a really beautiful energy. You're both feeling quite inspired. Now this reading is about you, but the Lover's card has come straight up after the first card. So I know that there is a special connection. And in terms of where your energy is focused at the moment, it's involving your special person in your life, which is really lovely. So it's positive energy, celebrating, feeling upbeat, feeling connected, feeling on purpose, and feeling in harmony with your special person as well. So it's all about the good of life, which is great. We then have sort of a period of stuckness and contemplation. So the Hangman energy lets us know that you're waiting for something at the moment. You're not quite sure. You're in between phases, in between, where you're moving from and where you're going to. So this is the Hangman card. So it can be frustrating. It can be a time of where we're feeling a little bit in limbo. But I always say that there's always a blessing in disguise when it comes to a period of waiting. That is precisely the time to prepare ourselves mentally, emotionally and physically for where you're headed. So don't be discouraged around this period of waiting. And it's natural to feel frustrated, but it is actually a good time because you are not only resting and reflecting, and you're focused on perhaps other things. It's a great time for preparation before that high energy kicks in again. It's a great time to reflect on your purpose and why you're doing things, and for waiting for the universe to get things lined up perfectly in synchronicity for you so that things flow again. So use this period of waiting to your advantage. Leverage this opportunity for yourself, Aries. Naturally, I know that there's going to be a little bit of angst, and if you are worried about how things are going to turn out, we can see that there's a little bit of concern here. In terms of Eight of Cups, you're in a time of contemplation, thinking about life, what's next, reflecting on things. It's not necessarily a negative energy, but it is a time where you are mulling over what has been, where you're going, what resources you need, what things are important to you, realigning your focus, maybe making some adjustments in your thinking and in your plans. And so again, this period of time is perfect for planning. So you've got the right kind of energy here to contemplate and to think about what's important and to use this time to plan. So I feel that you're able to see this as a positive opportunity. It's not a negative energy, it's just a period of waiting where you get to reassess, plan, think through what's important and where you're going and what you want to achieve during this period of time. We then have the Justice card, which says to me that, you know, ultimately you're going to make some really good choices going forward. So during this time of contemplation, you're weighing up your choices. You're recognizing, okay, there's some risks with some things. You know, what's the possible outcome with this choice versus that choice? It's a really great time, as I said, to prepare for the next steps and stages in your life, Aries. So that's actually a good thing to do. So I see this as being very positive and really great guidance on how to best leverage your time right now. When you're looking at your choices as well, make sure that you're looking at the long-term outcome, and make sure that what you're doing, you've got your I's dotted and your T's crossed, so that the kinds of choices you're making are well informed, and that you're doing the right thing by you, the right thing by the law, the right thing by everyone, because that way you save a lot of heartache for later, you know, and unnecessary delays. Is what I'm saying. So yeah, being mindful of your choices and weighing up the pros and cons of things, and doing your due diligence basically. So that's really great advice. Let's just see what the enchantment map deck has to share with you in terms of the direction that you're taking at the moment. What's the direction for Aries at this point in time? Oh, we've got the wishing well card. Okay, let's see what's the wishing well. Certainly you are in a space of, during this time of contemplation, of really wanting to manifest your dreams and your visions. And so you are focused on your desires. You're in that creative space to think about what it is that you want to create. Be very careful not to get too caught up or swept up in an ideal of something. We still need to keep things grounded and real, so just be mindful of that. Yeah, so the idea is, by all means, go ahead and create and visualize what it is that you want in your life, and put forward your intentions to the universe. But then it's really important to let go. So the idea is, with this card, go ahead and put forward your intentions to the universe of what it is that you want to create in your life. But after that, let go of all the attachment to the outcome of what you want it is that you're creating. Okay. So you're certainly seeing the relationship between desire and inspiration, and you're noticing that moment of truth when it's time to create something new. It's sort of that aha moment of everything coming together and things making sense for you in your life. I love it when things start to flow too, that energy starts to flow. So it's conceiving of a new idea. It also could be recognizing a soulmate, Aries. It's awakening you to the presence of unseen forces and new beginnings in your life. Interesting. So there's divine intelligence around you that's helping you to activate the field of possibilities. You don't need to know how or why things are happening either. You just need to accept that it is. So there needs to be, again, this message around detaching from the outcome, but just putting out your intention to the universe and trusting that things are going to unfold, and now is the right time for it. We can't control the way things turn out, nor even the speed with which things turn out. We just need to put our intention out there, have those beautiful ideas, and trust that you've got the ability to co-create with Spirit to make these things happen. So allow, the higher forces to assist you and to release any attachment. So be careful of trying to force things to happen in your life. Make sure things are coming naturally and flowing naturally, and trust that your ideas are worth following through on. Yeah, so we've got to have the intention, we've got to have the inspiration, we've got to believe that we can put that intention out there and know that something's going to come from it, without pushing, without expecting, without chasing that outcome. We've just got to use this time to prepare, to leverage this opportunity to visualize, prepare, put steps in place, and then trusting that it's going to work out. The wishing well is letting you know that you'll be amazed how things will just manifest. Let's see what else is coming up for the enchantment map deck. We have the listening card. Now that could be really, really applicable for this period of time while you're preparing. How well are you listening? Who are you listening to? And are you listening to your higher self, Aries? It's important in order for us to listen well, and including listening to the guidance of our spirits, is to open our heart. So it really is trusting in your intuition, trusting in the spiritual nudges, not always trying to come at life from a problem-solving point of view, because that's you trying to force an outcome. But remembering there's a time to be quiet and to listen. Listen beyond what you're hearing. Listen beyond to the words that you're hearing, and listen more deeply. Paying attention to what is not said, but rather the energy of what is speaking to you. The deeper message in your current circumstances, and even when you're interacting with other people, won't always be initially obvious. And that's what Spirit is saying. Go deeper. Listen from your heart, not your head. And you're going to hear the message that's important for you. This will give you a sign and a greater understanding of your current circumstances. Again, it really is about leveraging this time of preparation by listening, and you will recognize opportunities. You will have those aha moments and those ideas come to you, which will be gold, because then you'll know where to focus your energy and what is a green light and what isn't for you. And it's also a good reminder to be careful of not listening to what you think you want to hear as well, because we can be, when we get very focused on our vision, we can have a tendency to only listen to what we want to hear and shut out what we don't want to hear. So that's also an important message. All right, let's see what the Psychic Tarot deck has to offer. We thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Aries during this time. It is a beautiful time that you're recognizing a new kind of sense of freedom in your life. Connection with your special person, connection with your purpose in life, and utilizing this beautiful preparation time. Wow, we've got the Universal card here that has popped out. Here we go. So things are being manifested in your life right now, big time. So you've come a long way so far in your journey, Aries, and now it's time to be rewarded for your efforts. So this card symbolizes completion, triumph, peace, liberation, and fulfillment. Everything that you've been striving for is now within your reach. So it's time for you to grab it. When you see those doors open up, it's time to grab those opportunities. So this card is representing all of the things that you've accomplished on your journey so far. It's also representing the wisdom that you've gained along the way, Aries, which is a lot, You should sort of honour this and acknowledge the beautiful things that you've learned and the beautiful person that you are, and that you have a role to play in life and, in the bigger picture that is going to have an influence and an impact on other people. So at the moment, it's a little bit like the world is your oyster, okay? you are actually free to travel and choose your direction in life, and whatever your heart desires. And I feel like the universal door is open for you to create and to do what it is that you put your mind to and your energy to. You're connected in with spirit, you're connected in with the universe, and even if those words are not your language, you're sensing it and feeling it. You're feeling a sense of inspiration, you're feeling a sense of connectedness with your purpose. And so because of that, your energy is up, you're vibrating and co-creating with the universe, which is wonderful. You're going to create, manifest rather, a lot of things and be quite successful. So, you know, you're a wise old soul, and you are here to shine light in your own special way in the universe right now. So it's a great card to have, great confirmation. Fabulous. You're in a very creative space at the moment, Aries, and I feel that you sense this, you know this. You're gonna truly make your wishes come true. I really feel that. You just follow the guidance from spirit. Listen well. Go deeper. Go deeper. You're on a special journey here, and the world is your oyster right now. Use the time to prepare and do your due diligence in terms of your choices and the homework that you've got to do. You're loving this. You're loving life right now. Okay. Are there any potential obstacles for Aries? Well, it just keeps getting better. So we've got the accelerated motion card here, and truly things are speeding up in your life. And despite the waiting game here, that's really just only a small part of the picture. In terms of your soul growth and the things that you're achieving in life, things are accelerating for you. It's a little bit like being on hyperdrive in terms of your ability to manifest, to create and manifest and bring some wonderful things to fruition. So let's take another look at this, the meaning of this card. So we have yes. So the card represents speed, flight, swift movement, hope, passion, and above all, endings to delays. So great to know. So you go from having a temporary period of delay to things taking off, basically. So the conditions around you are perfect and appear to rapidly head in the direction of your goals and desires. So within the blink of an eye, Aries, things are going to just start rapidly moving forward for you. So luck is on your side as well. You've got the right energy to be opening doors. So brace yourself. The time is coming where you'll be manifesting exactly what you've been working towards and what you're visualizing. So that's very exciting for you. So don't forget to tap into your intuition. Take the initiative, take the steps to be brave and step out and do what you need to do, because this is going to require you to start taking action. So be wise and look for those ideal conditions, those opportunities. It really is about having trust and having faith and going with the flow right now. You're going to achieve positive outcomes now and in the future, Aries. Your passion certainly is ignited. You are in the zone, and you know we kind of already know that. It's quite obvious in your reading that you really are connected with your purpose and your passion right now. So this is the perfect kind of energy for new beginnings and ideas and revelations. So exciting adventures are awaiting you, and it's, you know, the powerful force of spirit is flowing through you right now, and as I said, you're feeling connected with spirit and really on purpose. So it's an exciting time for you. It's an exciting time for people to be around you, because your energy is quite high and people are going to want some of that. The people are going to want some of your energy, which is really lovely. Okay, let's see what else. No, I want to use the Wisdom of Oracle deck here. So, Spirit, what can you advise in terms of any potential blockages for Aries, 15th through the 30th of June? It doesn't seem like you've got any blockages at all, because you know you're quite in tune with what's happening and your energy at the moment. Okay, so, all right, a couple of things coming up. Okay, so we've got the higher power card here. So yes, it's about you being connected in with spirit. Now, again, I say to you, if that's not language that you're used to, this is not something that you relate to, it really is trusting your inner guidance. It's trusting the vibes, okay, your gut instincts. Because what that translates to is that spirit is with you and supporting you and giving you those nudges and go, okay, now's the time, or this is the direction, here's the opportunity, there's the open door. So it's really, this is the way spirit is speaking with you. So it's not just about being in tune with your higher purpose, it's also about recognizing that everything that you do, are you doing it for the highest good? A really important question for you to be asking always is, how can you serve? There is a plan for your life, Aries, and it's more wonderful than you realize. And spirit is with you, protecting you and guiding you. It's time to trust this, and it's time to see the impact of who you are as a soul in this lifetime and what it is that you are achieving. It's not just about the day-to-day things that you're doing and manifesting physically. It's your attitude. It's the way you are using that positive energy to create and to do things. That energy speaks volumes to other people in terms of what they believe is possible in life. Having an openness about you and learning how to really manifest ideas and to believe in those ideas and then use that energy to create things that are going to serve many people, not just yourself. This card is also speaking about the special bond that you have, the loving bond that you have, and the spiritual bond that you have with another person. There's a very loving energy here, and it speaks to the spiritual connection that you have with this person. This won't come up on the video, but there's multiple faces which indicates your connection at a soul level with this person. Which, you know, we can see in the physical realm is this, your connection, your very close and intimate connection with your special person is not just at a physical level, but on a spiritual level. And it's important to recognize that you are a spiritual being. You are a spiritual being having a physical life. And the reason why Spirit wants you to understand that is because that's where the source of your power and the source of your trust and belief and intentions is coming from. It's not a mind thing. Yes, we can make a decision with our mind, but our mind can also change. But when you're coming from your soul and your spirit, that doesn't change. That's driven by a higher purpose. And Spirit wants you to understand that your power and your ability to manifest comes from that place, not just from your mind when you decide to do something. So when it comes to matters of, say if you're working on projects at the moment, Aries, just know that as you're entering into agreements and projects and negotiating deals, remember Spirit is your partner. It's not, you don't need to feel concerned about not knowing everything or not having enough knowledge on a particular topic. I'm sure we can do things by doing our research, but remember, when you tap into your higher power and you're asking Spirit or praying for guidance, remember that you can get information from other sources, not just from a book or a mentor. We can trust our gut, we can trust our intuition, that Spirit guiding you. So when we combine that intuition with our ability to learn and problem solve and logic something, then we're even more powerful. So Spirit is trying to help you to recognize that you're working with Spirit. Spirit is your partner in all things that you're manifesting at the moment. Your success is not without Spirit's guidance. So that's an important realization for you, and it may not be the language that you're accustomed to, but Spirit wants you to go deeper and to recognize that you have more than just your own mind here that can bring you success. You are working with Spirit. Now we have the Observer card, and this is very similar to the Listening card that we had earlier, about going deeper and listening more deeply in order to get answers to things, in order to deepen your understanding. The Observer card is very, very similar. It's observing and watching and noticing. It's not always the right time to be saying something. There is value in the silence, in the listening and observing and watching. That will give you a lot of information that will be important to your journey right now, and important to your success, and important for intuiting which way to go and what choices to make. It's also about not having judgment around something, especially too early. That really taking a neutral position is a really good idea. To sit back and not have a judgment or opinion about anything, just take in the information, watch and observe, be curious, and you're going to learn a lot more that way. So sometimes distance and stepping back rather than having an instant reaction to something or an instant reply, stepping back, listening, watching, waiting is very powerful. So consider this time a time of exploration, preparation, contemplation, being curious. All of this is going to truly aid you and help you to understand things at a deeper level and therefore make better choices. So take time out before you decide to respond to something, or before you decide to react. If you're feeling in the moment a little bit emotional or triggered, hit that pause button. Hit the pause button and just wait before you respond. It's going to help you get a deeper understanding over the situation. And things will improve more quickly that way, rather than you creating an unnecessary delay or a stumbling block. And just remember to stay detached from the outcome of what it is that you're wanting to manifest. Stay detached and just put out your intention and trust that it's going to come. And then take that neutral observer position, being calm and trusting that things are going to work out, and just gather your information, be curious about the process. All right, the next card is called To the Sea. We've got a paper boat here that's not floating, it is moving forward. Again, I feel like you're in contemplation mode. So let's see. This is about being in flow, returning to source, spirit, recognizing how things are all fitting in together, and the natural flow of events, the natural pattern of events in life. It feels great we're in the flow of life and we're not resisting anything, and we're not forcing anything either. So this is a really good reminder that part of your success is making sure that you're in flow. You're in a neutral position, you're not attached to the outcome. All of these cards are supporting each other at the moment. So what you really need to do is ride the wave of opportunity. Recognize when the conditions are right and then act. So it's about trusting and having faith. Spirit's guiding you forward through the sea of life, it says. It's a little bit the same when you're relating with people in your life, your special person as well as others. And, it's an opportunity to let go of the need to have everything go your way. And that can be a tendency sometimes, especially when you're very driven and you're feeling very inspired. You want to push your point and go, no, I'm right, I want to have everything my way. And, especially when you're sensing that there's, a green light and things are picking up momentum, we can get a little bit carried away with that momentum. So be careful that you don't push your agenda onto someone else or your expectations onto someone else. Remember to take a neutral observer position and go with the flow, and that will help your relationships with people as well. And it's about sort of transcending your own desires, transcending your personality, and just relax. And remember that, you know, mutual agreements is best right now. Yeah. Riding the wave of opportunities. And, you know, when we're coming from a place of gratitude as well, and a desire to serve the greater good, that kind of aligns you to attract more prosperity in your life, you know, because you're coming at it for the right reasons. You're coming at it from a place of integrity, balance and flow, okay? So, yeah, be in tune with your core beliefs, stay in tune with your values, and you're going to attract this prosperity into your life, successful outcomes, and everything that you need is just going to flow towards you. So it really is about trusting and relaxing and knowing that abundance is coming to you. I'm very excited for you, Aries. It's a really positive read. Great energy for the remainder of the month. I encourage you to watch the reading again, to be reminded of all of those messages that come through. Look, I know when I do these readings, I can't possibly remember all of the beautiful gems that Spirit shares with us. So I encourage you to watch it a few times between now and the end of the month. I'm wishing you well. It's fabulous energy, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.